Hello everyone, welcome back to DXB Crypto. Hope you're doing well. And after my short break, it's time to get back on the most important thing, which is the crypto market. So look, first of all, if you're not following the channel, press a like because I've got some projects for you today that could make you significant amounts of money. And if in doubt, zoom out. So welcome back and let's get straight into it. So you can see here the market has been absolutely decimated and everything of any note is on a significant discount for the month. But how do we play this? So from a psychological standpoint, we are absolutely tired. We have limited reserves and the month hasn't even gone into full swing. So we haven't closed the Bitcoin candle. I believe there are some great opportunities out there. Most of the key cryptocurrency projects are back in a place where they were during the bear market. Okay. Now, the first project I'm going to talk about here is the price performance and price action of Lithium. Right now, ALF is at the ultimate buy price. And if you haven't bought Lithium, I'd suggest you look into this project because it's going to be one of the best layer ones, in my opinion, with a very small TVL currently on DeFi Llama. But I think this has a significant upside to go. My price prediction for this is very, very aggressive. But I think we can see anything between $70 to about $100 Lithium. And if you're not buying it now, well, it actually found a bottom, very strong support here. So ALF will be one that I would look at. Now, having said that, I'm also going to give you some safer picks, okay? Safer picks meaning some cryptocurrencies will ultimately find more liquidity, more money flowing in, perhaps institutional adoption, because most of us are looking at cryptocurrencies which have a degen chance of doing a 50 to 100x. Now, I do have a lot of those, and I think we can always look at the opportunities simultaneously. Having said that, the first one I'm going to recommend is looking at a project like Ondo, because Ondo has been a tremendous performer in this current cycle. The chart held up pretty well, and I think a lot of people will miss the gains because what they're doing is they're looking at the market cap as opposed to the overall performance and capital preservation and increase in the bull market. So Ondo is one of the most promising projects in RWA, and if you're going to go for a bunch of rubbish RWA projects, you might as well go for something that has a certain level of conviction. Now, why do I say Ondo? My holdings here are not the biggest, right? I don't have thousands of dollars into Ondo. I have a very small exposure, which I'm looking to increase in this dip. And the reason for that is not only the Coinbase and BlackRock and various other backers and circles that it works, but Ondo has two specific arms, a technology arm and a tokenization arm. And for me, if I was going to gamble, cryptocurrencies are a gamble in the first place. I'd like to pick few winning horses. So for every degen player I have, I'd like to pick up quality, another $1 billion in valuation. I don't think the gains are anywhere near done on this one. So this one could absolutely do anything between 20 to 50x with the likes of BlackRock, the entire ecosystem, which you need to check out in your own time. But this is where traditional finance is going to enter cryptocurrency en masse, right? So, USDY is another reason why all the deployment of stable coins, not only from a governance standpoint, but this is an institutional darling. So yeah, if you wanted to have a good quality project, I'd advise you to consider this, just as I'm doing, and obviously not financial advice. All right. So that is the first project. The second project I'm going to give you is a project that my community have been in from the start, and this is Orange. Now, these guys are absolutely legit, and if you've ever been on their Twitter page, you'd see tons of developments. They've just launched the new Chrome extension, and they are doing tons of progressive development on this wallet. If you haven't downloaded the wallet, I'd advise you to look into it. And basically, if you believe Bitcoin is going to be absolutely, the BTC layer 2s and the entire BRC20 runes, all of this is going to be significant in this bull run, which obviously without Bitcoin, none of us would be here, to be honest. I think you need to consider Orange. Do I say Orange is as safe as Ondo? Absolutely not. But Orange is another one which I'm accumulating in this dip. All right. Next project is a very, no one talks about this. And this is called Argo Coin, or AGC, with a fantastic chart from Devolved AI. And why would I pick this? Now, I've already got some of the best AI tokens, in my opinion, for this cycle. In fact, some of my even degen plays are pretty significant. The likes of Balanced AI, the likes of Zero Labs in DAI, which I hold in my portfolio. But have a look at this particular layer 1, which is focused on building they have an LLM, they have a marketplace, and they are multi-application in terms of the use cases. So why Devolved AI? Now, it's for the people, and obviously they're trying to democratize the usage of AI over here. And one of the things I really like about this is the absolute use case of the ecosystem. They are not just going after one particular niche. They are offering multiple use cases. And if you come to the use cases over here, the first one is in the medical and pharmaceuticals. So they are doing AI accelerate drug discovery, enhanced treatments. This is super bullish in my opinion. They're looking at education and currently sitting at only $80 million in market cap. I think this will go into the multiple billion dollars in valuation. And when you look at these use cases, when you look at what they're trying to do with GPU miners, RWA, content creators, cameras, they've left nothing to a chance. And from where it is today, and I do like the token distribution as well. So the project right now, in terms of circulating supply, this is probably updated. It's on the riskier side, but I think this is a good project that are doing tons of development during May. And I think this will be absolute gem in the months and years to come by. Even from where it is now, if it did like 15x, 10 to 15x, to be honest, it's only going to be about $8 billion in valuation. All right. So that is another nice little pick there for you guys. We looked at Ondo, and I'm going to look at another project here called Zeus Network. Now, if you believe in Solana, and if you believe the Solana ecosystem is going to do really well, which it is, I think Solana has a shot. If anything has a shot at Ethereum, it's going to be Solana. I think the entire ecosystem for the BTC layer 2 or that competition is super hot narrative that is yet to truly explode. And I think it's going to explode in this bull market. Now, what is Zeus Network? Now, they are bringing Solana or Bitcoin to Solana. And I think this is going to be very bullish. There are lots of Solana whales out there. Solana has tons of liquidity, and Bitcoin is the daddy of all cryptos. So marry the two, and you're going to get something that is quite attractive. Now, I've got into this quite early, and since then, it's actually, for my entry price, the price has come down significantly, both in market cap and in valuation. So under 40 cents, $60 million in 67 million in market cap. I can see this one going into the multiple billions, and I'm super bullish in accumulating a small bag. Notice the key word there, a small bag. It's not going to be the largest allocation I have in my portfolio. So this is another super bullish token that I'm looking at accumulating. Next one is Merlin Chain. Would you believe if I told you on DeFi Llama this has over $1 billion in valuation, in TVL, locked in already? When it launched, we knew it was going to come down, so I took a little bit of a dabble and underneath $1, and obviously now it's at 43 cents. fantastic retracement, tons of airdrops, which is probably why the price is depressed. But if you look at the teams behind this, the number of venture capitalists behind this is an ecosystem that is surely going to grow with Bitcoin. And again, if you believe in Bitcoin becoming and being the world global reserve currency, which is something that it's on its way to doing, then I think this is a fantastic play. And this is the TVL. I mean, it's $1 billion, not 2.47 billion, but at one stage it was around 3 billion. So if you're bullish on Bitcoin, I think this is another fantastic layer one. And when you look at the level of investors, you start to realize you're not dealing with a Mickey Mouse token, you're dealing with something. And right now, if you look at Stacks, 4 billion in valuation in market cap. If you look at another gem, which is Alex Labs, that I really like in the BTC space, I think Merlin Chain can also be a fantastic project moving forward. So keep your eyes and ears. Look at this price, under 100 million just now. It dropped some more. I think this is a fantastic project moving forward with tons of backers. I can see big exchange listings as well. Going from Merlin, which you can see here, look, KuCoin Ventures, you've got OKX Capital, you've got tons of other VCs over there. And sometimes having VCs is not the worst in cryptocurrency because you get a lot of liquidity and lots of exchange listings. Now, the next one I'm looking at is when we look at Solana, when we look at gaming in general, and I want to talk about gaming a real in a way that gives us an opportunity to get into something that is highly undervalued, and I think Decimated is one of those. This project on Solana. So if you look at the big games on Solana, you've got the likes of Star Atlas, you've got OTK. But I think if you're not accumulating gaming projects right now, you're doing your portfolio a disservice. And I think this could go from 10x to 100 million in terms of market cap. Easy money. I mean, could this go to 50x at 500 million at the height of a gaming season? Anything is possible. And of course, this is not financial advice, but I can just see money flow finding this and this going at least giving you a short-term 10x and a long-term maybe even 100x a potential, but I think it's one to watch out for. The next one I'm going to talk about is another depressing chart, but Citus Heroes for me is an absolute gem, has been a gem. And if we go to the 1 day, if we go to the shorter time frames, you start to see right now $63 million, you know, 500,000 in volume. There's absolutely nothing going on in gaming. It's only when you go to their Twitter page, you start to realize what really is happening in this ecosystem. And in this ecosystem right now, they have burnt and they are burning tons of Citus and about 30% of the Senate token. This is a dual play. You got Citus and you got the governance token, which is called Senate, which is a micro cap. So take your pick. And I think it is absolutely something that's going to rock. Neo Tokyo, Alex Becker, all of that. And in a gaming season, this could well go over $1 billion in valuation. So from where it is right now, I'm expecting really, really good things from Citus Heroes. And if you see this, their website has recently been updated, and it is, you know, one of these crypto projects that right now is crying out to be accumulated. And Senate right now is $7 million in market cap. Of course, Citus is at $63 million as we just looked at. But look at the token burns. 8.6 billion of the Citus tokens have been burnt so far, whereas 108 million of Senate has now been burnt. These are the kind of narratives you need to sit on, and these are the kind of things you need to look at in the long term. All right. Now, if we continue and we look at other promising quality projects that I think will do really, really well, the money is finding its way to Echelon Prime. At $15, this is criminally undervalued. I think Echelon Prime is going to have one of the best bull runs, and already listed on Coinbase. You can actually buy this on Ethereum and Base Chain. Could this be the Axie Infinity of this cycle? Nobody knows, but I've taken and I am DCAing into a small position relatively to the size of my portfolio of Echelon Prime. I don't think we should be looking at the market cap as the only barrier of entry into our quality projects. Many projects rug, many projects go under. So what you want to do is find your, for every degen play that you have, you're supposed to ring fence that with a quality project like an Echelon Prime. I mean, if you took a position of, let's say, a couple of $1,000s into this, I'm absolutely sure that this will rocket, and money is already finding its way. The whales are accumulating this project, all right? Now, in addition to that, of course, we've got our core projects. Another project that I'm absolutely banking on right now as a micro cap is a project by the name of Atlas Navi. And I'm giving you multiple narratives. I'm giving you RWA with Ondo, with probably prop chain trade or polytrade. And the other one that I've been buying lately has been SMT. I'm giving you BTC layer 2s, primarily Solana BTC in Zeus network. And of course, Merlin Chain with all the backing that it has, and the fact that Merlin Chain has come down significantly. I know some of you will come back into these videos, but the next one is a mix of AI and depin, and this particular project I think could do extremely well. Now, the fact that, obviously, forget the fact that they are fully licensed in the EU, they've got tons of partnerships, they've got an Atlas marketplace, the apps are up already on iOS and Android, and the fact that they give you AI-driven mapping, that's fantastic in my opinion. So at the moment, they offer tons of user including rewards. They're registered over there in Singapore, and they are fully doxed team as well. And the token itself is at the heart of the entire ecosystem. Now, if you look at the rewards here, for every 6 miles, you get 1 Navi token, right? And what's happening right now, the app is used. There's about, I believe, just under 1 million users, and there's obviously tons of driving that's happening on there. So these rewards are being paid daily in the token. So total paid out, you can see here $678,158 in Navi tokens have already been paid out. 1,400 NFTs have sold, and I can see the use case and adoption becoming widespread. In my opinion, the other bullish aspect of this is if you compare this to something like Hypermapper or or Honey, you can see how undervalued this is. So if we do a quick comparison, okay, let's come over to compare with the main leader, Hypermapper, sorry. You can see here in terms of the right now, in terms of the price action, you can see here Navi has been outperforming the leader in the category, which is of course Honey. Now, if we go back to all time, that is also the case recently. So you can see here Navi came out, and Navi is a much higher value in terms of the returns than Hypermapper. Now, if we compare the market caps, we can see here market caps are significantly different, and that's why I'm so bullish of this going to the upside, right? So sometimes you've got to think about these opportunities and what you're comparing them to. So Atlas Navi for me is one that I'm accumulating in this dip. So there you have it. Other notable projects is, one of them is a fantastic gem, RWA, 19 million in valuation. If you've got an Ondo, I think a second place could go to SMT or Swarm Markets. It could go to Prop Chain. It could go to Rio. Or the other one that you can possibly think about is in the RWA narrative, there is a massive ecosystem that's just going to be launched, which is called Peak Network, which is a layer 1 for RWA. And don't forget, Argo Coin is also on RWA. So there you have it, guys. Plenty of tokens there for you to look at. If I look at these charts on some of the more widely known cryptocurrency in the gaming project, you can see here right now we've got a crazy retracement happening for the likes of Shrapnel at 10 cents. OTK right now is showing a bit of strength, bounced off the 786. beautifully there. GFAL has been on a free fall, I think accumulating GFAL at the 6618, and you can see it's reacted to that level. Miria is also a fantastic buy right now. Miria has dropped. Could Miria come down to these other levels and retrace all the way back? You don't really want to see a 786, but it looks like we are heading that way. It's a good time to pick up some Miria. I've talked about Prime, and you can look at the strength here. 50% retracement, came down nowhere near the and bounced off the EMA over here, went back up, and now it's showing strength to climb back over that. And finally, one of my absolute favorite projects is Corporal Games, and you can see here we are sitting on this line that I drew as a support line. So could we smash through that and come back to the 786? Guys, for every single crypto project, we are in a place where we were last summer, 2023. Put your bear market hat on, accumulate some more, bring down your average prices. I've been your host, DXB Crypto. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash a like, and I'll see you on the next one.